On the news this morning, Anambra State government moves to reorientate youth for societal gains. Governor Fedu states determination to provide portable water supply to the Anambra. Federal government adopts safety standards for CNG vehicles as international community marks on that day. China holds large military exercise, cautions Taiwan. Welcome to the news this morning. My name is Chidema Orangwa. Anambra State Commissioner for Information, Dr. Lomefo, has visited the newly created Anambra Civic and Social Reformation Office. Addressing the ANCISORMD, Mr. Chuka Nabife, Dr. Mefo said he was there to further familiarize himself and look at the office core mandate and challenges to see where the ministry can assist in its take-off. He urged the MD to work hard despite initial challenges to reorientate the youth so that they can see life from a perspective and imbibe the core values for which Ndibo are reputed. The commissioner talked about what he called open and process in drug abuse, in which the biological changes that make the abuser to require higher dosage as he or she progresses, ultimately leading up to drug dependence and addiction. Welcoming the commissioner, Nabife appreciated the visit, saying he came at a time when the collaboration is well needed, adding that the agency is working to reform the youth against the vices of get-rich-quick syndrome, drug abuse, human rights and environmental abuse, among others, and to instill in them the core values of Anambra, which is hard work, enterprise, apprenticeship, academic excellence, and strong religious faith, among others. The Anambra State Commissioner for Power and Water Resources, Engineer Julius Chukwuemeka, his information counterpart, Dr. Lomefo, the Managing Director of Anambra State Urban Water Assets Holding Corporation, Engineer Ikobi Ejiofor, has inspected some water facilities under the Oka Water Scheme project. Correspondent Chibuzo Koye has details.
At the inspection, the State Commissioner for Power and Water Resources, Engineer Chukwuemeka, revealed that the essence of the inspection was to see to the progress of the various water facilities within the city, as potable water supply is one of the top priorities of the current administration in the state to ensure that every resident of Anambra have access to potable water.
To be worthy to note that in building of those schemes, we consider sustainability as the key factor. The primary source of power, we try to harness green energy solutions. See the transformers in the schemes. So the diesel generator is there in case the two other sources fail.
For the Commissioner for Information, Dr. Mefo, he is highly delighted that the current administration has done fantastically well in the provision of water supply, regretting that most of the governor's achievements are being underreported, but promised to change the narrative.
The Ministry of Information will redouble its efforts to ensure that the Anambra get to know some of these things and how they will benefit from it.
In the next couple of years, Anambra will be a hub for the proper management of water system.
Some of the areas visited were Aroma Water Tank, Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, Water Facility, if you talk among others, in Oka. This is Chibuzo Koye for
Oka Development Union Nigeria ADU has held a summit tagged Unity in Difference, Strengthen Unity, Get Towards Enthroning Sustainable Peace and Stability in the state capital. The summit had in attendance government functionaries, President General of the ADU and branches within and outside the country, Chairperson of the Women's Wing, as well as the Chairman of all the villages in Oka community. It availed them the opportunity to interface and interact with one another and come up with factual strategic plans of resolving all issues bedeviling the town. Correspondent Chibuzo Obidike filed in this report.
Remarks. The member representing Oka North and South Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Professor Lillian Orobu, while saying that government will continue to support genuine efforts that will promote unity, understanding and progress, charged them to prioritize the interest of the community above selfish gains.
People will come home and invest, and the community will grow. We are proud to be Oka. We need to return Oka back to his past glory.
Is either we call for a conference where we talk about the issue, where resolution on setting aside some sectors of the constitution.
The woman getting that, or the woman that died in it. But I went to the go and I won't know. You better one. Can you go do so? The Robert, I don't know. The guy is very happy with it.
In their various contributions, the chairman, through Oka People Political Action Committee, Mr. Ifeanyi Oyanne, and the vice president, Oka Connect Worldwide Association, Mr. Chike Nweze, said that the summit is a step in the right direction and asks all to reactivate their commitment towards bringing back their own town to its glory days. Discussants in the summit panel sued for immediate town union election to put to rest the increasing insecurity in the town and to expedite
Oga community in Agwater local government area has celebrated their 2024 Udoye Oga in accordance with the custom and traditions of the community. The ceremony, which took place as Ori Oga, attracted personalities within the community and beyond. Correspondent Chukwemeka Modelim filed in this report.
To journalists after performing rituals at Obi Arusi Udo Oyuga to mark the event, the chief priest of Udo Yuga, Chief Chukunenye Okoli, explained that the event provides the opportunity for those who believe in the gods of the land to appreciate them for giving them the power to excel in all their undertakings and to seek his protection next year. He also performed rituals and prayed for those who visited the shrine to solve their problems.
Onye ọbụla ji ihe ọma bịa ba anyị ga-eji ihe ọma la. Emechaa ya bụ mmemme ihe ọma so onye ọbụla apụtara ya ife.
On his part, a special guest at the ceremony, Nze Ifeanyi Umonyido, felicitated with the people on the festival and called on Ndibo to be proud of their tradition by celebrating it annually for them to prosper in their businesses and enjoy longevity.
Uru aba na mmụọ na-agbara ụmụ ya ọgụ. Mmụọ na-agbara ụmụ ya ọgụ. Mmụọ na-azụrụ ahịa. Mmụọ na-agọzi ụmụ ya. Aya ka eji bịa n'ụbọchị nke taata ọ na-agba ọfala.
At the ceremony, masquerades from various villages in Oga and the neighboring communities danced to the admiration of all present. From Oga, Chukwemeka Modelem, ABS News.
The federal government says it has adopted 88 international standards for compressed natural gas products to bolster the ongoing rollout of various CNG alternative initiatives across the country. It said this procedure will ensure a smooth implementation of CNG systems in vehicles and to ensure the use of quality products in Nigeria. The Director General of Standard Organization of Nigeria, Dr. Ifeanyi Okeke, made the disclosure in a statement issued yesterday to commemorate the World Standards Day celebration in Abuja. The annual celebration is themed Our Shared Vision for a Better World, Standards for Changing the Climate. Dr. Okeke said that the event was aimed at raising awareness about the impact of standards on industrialization and economic growth. Recently, there have been growing concerns regarding the conversion to CNG vehicles, particularly in relation to the risks of explosions and other safety hazards associated with the use of CNG as a fuel source. The apprehension stemmed from reports of these incidents where improperly installed or maintained CNG systems have led to dangerous situations, raising questions about the adequacy of safety regulation and the need for more rigorous oversight. But reacting, the SONDG said the government adopted international standards to ensure that CNG products meet rigorous safety and quality benchmarks, ultimately supporting the broader transition to sustainable energy solutions. The federal government has proposed introducing a tax payment option that enables individuals to pay their taxes in installments. It introduced these in the Nigeria Tax Bill 2024 recently submitted to the National Assembly for consideration and approval. This means that each person now has the flexibility to fulfill their tax obligation either by making a single lump sum payment or by spreading the payments out over time and settling before the designated due date for filing. The government also proposed the creation of a special account by the Accountant General of the Federation for tax reforms. Last week, the government instituted a comprehensive set of fresh tax reforms aimed at significantly boosting revenue collection. The 4 new bills sent to the 2 chambers of the National Assembly are aimed at giving legislative frameworks to some proposals of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee headed by Taiwo Oyedele. The reform designed to enhance the efficiency of collecting direct taxes along with various levies that are imposed on behalf of the government, with BAR, the Nigerian Custom Service, Nigeria Port Authority, and 60 other revenue collections agency from participating in revenue collection activities, but will lead to the creation of the Nigeria Revenue Service. It also proposed the creation of a tax tribunal and ombudsman. On the foreign scene, China has held military drills around Taiwan with increasing regularity in recent years in what Taiwan has called a provocation. Beijing kicked off large-scale military exercises around Taiwan and its islands today in what is called a warning against Taiwan's independence. The drills, which the Chinese Military Eastern Theater Command said involved joint operations of the Army, Navy, Air Force, and missile units, took place around Taiwan and in the Taiwan Strait, a body of water separating the island from China. The spokesperson for the Eastern Theater Command, Navy Senior Captain Li Qing, said that the drills were a major warning to those who back Taiwan independence and a signifier of our determination to safeguard the national sovereignty. The drills come after Taiwan's pro-democracy president Lai Ching-te gave a speech marking Taiwan's National Day on Thursday, where he reiterated his belief that the island is a sovereign and independent country that is not subordinate to Beijing. Ahead of the drills, the Eastern Theater Command posted a propaganda video titled "Prepare a Full Battle" on social media. The video featured footage of fighter jets and warships positioning themselves. Over now to sports, the Nigeria Football Federation has decided to pull the Super Eagles out of 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifier against Libya. This follows a frustrating 12-hour ordeal at Al Abrak International Airport in Libya, where the team has been stranded since their arrival on Sunday afternoon. Newsmen guarded that Nigerian delegation was en route to Benghazi for the crucial qualifier when the chartered aircraft was dangerously diverted mid-flight to Al Abrak, a small airport typically reserved for Hajj operations. The unexpected diversion left players and officials stranded without any assistance from the Libyan Football Federation, which failed to provide transportation. In a statement, the NFF detailed the chaotic situation, explaining that the team remained at the airport for over 12 hours, unable to reach their hotel in Benghazi, which is 3 hours away. And that's it on the news this morning. Before we go, here are the major stories again. Anambra State government has moved to reorientate youth for societal gains. Governor Soludo has restated determination to provide portable water to Anambra. Federal government has adopted the safety standards for CNG vehicles as International Community marks Standard Day. And we're told the foreigners in China has held a military exercise, cautioned Taiwan. And that's it on the news this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Chidima Oranwa. Good morning.